diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on last year's national champion, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sooners will boot it away to start the game. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll try the run. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Takes the handoff and he's going right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. He picks it up, still on his feet.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Looking for a man. It's Jean-Pierre. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. On target over the middle. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Working that left side now. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides to back and leaps it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to fire. Whips it out in the flat. Open space at the 25. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown ball.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Sooners, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Gives it on the option. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Makes the grab on the left. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. He's run out of bounds after a big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. The Sooners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he makes the extra point. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make them feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Well, this offense can get after you a variety of ways in the running game. And one of the ways they do it is by using their wide receivers on jet sweeps. Good example right there.
On the move. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in it.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This offensive coordinator has got to find a way to slow down this defensive end in the 4-3 scheme. You might want to start thinking about double-teaming him with a tight end, maybe using a running back on some chips to try to give your quarterback more time.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time.
It's been a tale of two drives from this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And they can't make the connection on third down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but I think just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
On 4th down, going to the air. Going for the big play. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So here is the Tennessee offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to.
Breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And 3rd down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the 1st down.
Listen, just to be on the field on 3rd down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on 3rd down, too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the toolbox.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Jean-Pierre. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception of the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The give from the gun. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does a linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Rides the back on the option to give. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Sends it downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. He might want another play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they're after him. Finds a man on the left. He got loose, almost passed it, finally dragged down at the 32. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab down the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Sooners!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Looking downfield, it's Jean-Pierre. Fires to the big fella. Timeout called by the defense is their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the 1st half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the 1st half.
Great place to start for this offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. The run to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this 2nd half, lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oklahoma.